The secret of lead magnets that do actually work and help you sell more, and not just some freebies that you try to give to people, they maybe grab them but never respond to you back. Hello everyone, my name is Irina, and for the last 7 years I've been building online schools and online companies. I built 2 businesses on my own. I helped my clients in more than 30 niches to build their online presence and their online businesses that generated to them more than $10 million. And right now we're going to talk about lead magnets that actually convert your leads into clients and actually help you to generate more leads for not big costs, because that's the biggest problem of all entrepreneurs and all experts who are trying to sell their stuff online, because they are basically offering stuff that other people also offer and people are barely respond. So maybe you've noticed many times that you are creating some reels or some kind of video and you tell people to grab your stuff, but they never actually do, or maybe even if they do, they never after all respond to you or actually even trying to opt in for next step. So our goal here is that more people opt in for lead magnet and more people opt in for the next step. And in this video shortly I will explain how to build those lead magnets that actually do work. So generally, what is a lead magnet? Lead magnet is a product that you are giving to people for free or for really limited price, like few dollars only, in order to make them interested in your stuff, in your services, in what you're offering. So basically you are attracting leads to become connected to your email, to become actually your prospects by offering them some kind of freebie, free stuff, or very cheap stuff, obviously cheaper than the value that is inside. So as it's hard to actually give a lot of value and actually to give the price that will be less than the value in the beginning, once you don't still know how to create this crazy lead magnets, we will start basically with the free lead magnets. Those lead magnets that are totally free, like seriously, they don't have any price on them. And here is the main rule how to build those lead magnets. I'm not going to tell you like give value, you have to create super perfect product. Yes, about that we will talk as well in this video, but a little bit later. We will start from talking about actually how to name your lead magnet, what should be inside, what it should be. So here we have to address several questions. First of all, what it should be about, like generally what it should be, what you should solve, what kind of problem you should solve, and what should be inside. Secondly, we have to understand how to title it, like how to really find a great name that will catch the attention of our prospects. Thirdly, the format, actually what a format we should choose in order to be maximum actually efficient in this case. And finally, what should be inside in order to bring clients from one step to the last step. Okay, let's start over generally what lead magnets should do. Lead magnets should definitely solve the problem of your clients, and this problem should not be the whole problem that you are actually solving with your main offer, because in that particular case there will be no sense in buying your main offer. But lead magnet should actually solve step number 1 of the whole process, that person is actually going with you trying to solve the biggest problem. Imagine person is trying to solve relationship problem, and in relationship problem, let's imagine our avatar and our niche is the woman that is looking for a relationship. She is like around 30 years old, she's single and she wants to settle down, but she has problems of finding boyfriends and etc. stuff like that. Solve her first real big problem, the first problem. And we have here actually some steps that this woman has to take in order to actually go to the final step. The final step for her, the desired result is, so that's why here we have actually to understand the desired result. The desired result of our prospect, of our avatar, is actually getting married or have like long-term relationship, build family with a person. So okay, great, this is the final result. In order to come to that result, probably she has to meet the right guy or the right woman or the right person. So, and that's why here we have actually to emphasize our attention on the point that yes, there is a first step that she has to undertake. So our lead magnet could be the top 25 approaches that you could use in order to meet a man. And actually that's going to be our lead magnet, because yes, great, she will use this for free. If she finds this super useful, she will go to you for the second step, because she understands to find someone, like generally to meet, to get acquainted with, it's not enough. You need to build communication, you need to build actually the attraction and stuff like that. So, and of course, in your lead magnet later on, you could tell and you could share more information about how you actually build connection, how to communicate, if you want long-term relationship, stuff like that. And this is an opportunity for you to show your method and the uniqueness of what you're offering of your work. But before that, we have to actually see that she has the problem that she's trying to solve, and you are here to help her to solve this problem. And this is why it's super important for us to focus our attention not on actually just, telling about how to build relationship. And some people do mistakes because in lead magnets they try to give a lot of stuff that make no sense. It's just like watery information, like very fluffy stuff, nothing about concrete solutions. You don't need to use your lead magnet to tell about that people need some particular system to solve their problem, and your system that you are offering is costing blah blah blah. No, this thing you should avoid, because this will actually make people less trust you. Our goal is to make them trust you, and to make them trust, we actually do this through creating the trust, through solving their problems. As I said, we cannot solve their biggest problem yet because there are a lot of steps, but we actually can solve the step number one. Another type of lead magnet that we could do here is actually to give them the diagnosis. Diagnosis is the thing that people also like a lot. It's also part of the sales funnel that we can actually use, but the fact is that diagnosis also working a little bit like a lead magnet, because it's a specific recipe, specific solution for a person based on the results of the testing that they did. For example, they can understand what type of personality they are, and based on type of personality who they are, they can actually choose the type of communication for the marriage, the type of the partner they can choose, they understand. So this type of testing, they kind of good, but here you have to be able to stand out, because if you just give them the test on find your astrological sign and who are matching to you, that's very common and you will not be able to create uniqueness here, so it's not that good. And also you have to be really unique in your testing. So for example, you have to show that there is this special typology, for example, of different type of woman behavior and how they attract men, and you can basically understand your attraction type, and based on this you can improve your skills. But here again, it's not enough just testing. You have to give the step number one. Okay, you understood your type, this is the step number one, how to text the man that you just met. And of course here obviously we understand that the pains and the problems of different avatars would be different. If you are in relationship niche, but anyways you are in one niche, but you will still have the division between avatars, because the problems of woman that is already married and has relationship long term is quite different from woman that is only looking for the relationship. So it's quite different, and that's why you really have to adjust your lead magnets based on your avatars. So this is about what should be inside. To conclude, it would be either solving of the first step or problem, or it would be actually the great solution based on the typology, on some diagnosis. In all this case, it should be some particular tools, some concrete advice that people can actually take and implement, and more it's practical, better it is. And second thing here that we have to discuss is the format. Like, what should be the format? Should it be written? Should it be the video? Should it be this like some small course, or maybe some meditation? So could it be, I don't know, handout, etc. So what should it be? Basically everything that is digital you can give up for free, because you don't have like big costs here, and you can optimize internally. Everything that is actually like touchable, then obviously you have to cover costs, at least for the shipping. So here you can create like free plus shipping, and this is going to be something like a book that you give up to the people, but obviously they have to cover the cost of shipping and printing. So it could be like $4 or $5 or up to $10, but here people are actually covering the cost of the printing and shipping, but you say that it's only for shipping. And obviously, if it's digital format here, you can actually offer several formats at once. So For some people who like audio, you say this is the audio podcast about this method, this is the video, and this is the text. So you can choose, pick what you like. And obviously like that you will have higher conversions. But some lead magnets, they are just not good to be fitted into the PDF, and some are not that good to be fitted actually in the video. So based on what you're offering, you can also choose what is the right format will be. And I suggest you to really not have long videos, like few hours videos, because that's not going to be really helpful. Otherwise, I suggest you to have short video, but very useful, very full of information, and actually like take efforts, create this video to be in a nice way, like editing that will be actually catching the attention and help person stay inside and being interested still. Yeah. So, okay, this is the second step. Third step, how to name your lead magnet, how to name it to make it really catchy and grab the attention of our customers. To actually name your lead magnet, you have to understand the biggest trigger that our clients have. So our prospects, they have for sure some secret desires that they're even scared to admit to themselves. This is what we are looking for. We really need to understand what would this person wish if no one knows. Some their secret desires, some their secret really hidden dreams. And based on that, we can build our lead magnet name. How it will be. For example, our prospect, this girl that wants to meet a man, her like secret biggest dream would be like to meet a really nice guy, a healthy guy, not narcissist, not toxic, not abuser. Meet him quickly, like without going on and spending time on thousands of days. Fall in love, like in fairy tales. Have good, nice, taking of her care guy who would propose quickly without waiting years, who wouldn't be avoidant, all these things, right? And probably would be also rich. And she will probably not need that many things to do on that, like, I don't know, change herself, going on thousands of days, etc. So basically, her secret dream is that kind of guy that appears from nowhere, this white knight, who appears from nowhere and saves her. And obviously, her biggest like fear here that, oh, that sounds too good to be true, especially if she's long time in the relationship market. So she could be like thinking, oh, but this could be like some kind of toxic relationship if it's so fast. And yeah, here her desire is that it's not toxic. Yeah. So okay, then probably our lead magnet has to contain this trigger that is actually contains this kind of dream, of this kind of biggest desire, of these good-looking, healthy, rich, caring guys who are serious and who are ready to commit. And obviously, as we are not solving all this problem, because this is going to be our main offer, by the way, so this is also one of the secrets how to build a really strong, nice offer for your core product. But as we are talking here about lead magnet and about first step, let's say, yeah, and about some concrete tools, some really concrete tools that can solve things, we have to see here that it could be something like, okay, as we discussed about how to meet, yeah, places where to meet. And now lead magnet, combining the perfect desire, like this crazy dream and the triggers, combining it with the first step and some concrete tools, we actually receive the results something like that, that 25 places or like 100 places or 100 ways, up to you, where you can actually meet, or 100 ways how, or 25 places where, 100 places where you can meet serious, nice, kind guys, rich guys, who are ready to commit. My God, send me that lead magnet, please, today. So, you know, this is the thing, how we craft these things, how we craft the lead magnets that actually do work. Because if you read this, it is not just 25 places to meet guy, because, okay, I already met a lot of jerks, so next 25 places of 25 jerks, thanks, I'm out of that. But if you think about how to meet a nice guy to who will propose, again, too much fluff stuff. I mean, not concrete information. I want concrete things. But places where you meet this kind of guys, or 100 ways where you meet these guys, or like 10 things you need to do to meet this guy. But again, this last one I don't like so much, because again, it's like what things. But if we are talking about only one step, how to meet, like how to meet, where to meet, the places, the concrete streets, places of New York where I can meet them, like again, clubs where I can meet them, what I have to do exactly, Or for example, again, how to create your portfolio, how to create your profile and dating app that will attract rich, nice looking, serious guys who are ready to commit. Exactly words you have to write. Download PDF. This is the lead magnet, guys, that will really work. And this is lead magnet has to be connected to a main offer. So basically, when we found this biggest desire of our customers, of our prospects, to find the lead magnet is just, you know, this biggest desire. We just take one little step towards this big dream. As soon as they're satisfied with lead magnet, and lead magnet, we say, oh, okay, you want other 7 steps to finish this? Here's the offer. Grab actually a call with us, like book a call, or you can just basically buy the offer immediately, straight to the point, etc. And they can be retargeted later, this audience, with other lead magnets that are other little steps. And if you're scared, but later they will collect this all together. It's not working like this. Collecting is one thing. Implementation is another thing. They will not really meet him tomorrow. Otherwise, they will see, yeah, that's great information, it works. And they have to see that it works. They have to really go and say, oh, yeah, it's working. It's working. For example, super simple thing. You can actually write a list of phrases that you will say to the guy. It will make him talking to you differently in a more serious way, to change your perspective in his eyes, like the phrases you have to say that guys start to take you seriously. Imagine something like that. Of course, we all know that it's not about the phrases, but this is you're going to explain inside the lead magnet. First, you give the phrases, you give what you promise, and then you give a little bit more information. Hey, girls, it's not just about the phrases, it's about your energy, how you behave, blah, blah. You create all this concept, you explain your method, and you sell your stuff. But they have to be already satisfied with the first thing. It shouldn't be some, hook that will not give them the result. No, it should be something that will give them the result, but they still will be willing to get more because, oh my God, this message worked. My man that I'm dating right now, I'm seeing someone, he already responded to this in a different way. And quicker clients can see the result better because if you are doing the lead magnet, that they can actually evaluate oh, okay, that's going to work. All right, okay, it's good, it's perfect. But if it's something that they can try immediately, she can grab your phone and say, something like that, immediately she can write to him and get response back, something nice, something flirty, catchy, etc. And she will oh, it's working. This girl is something. She's saying something that's really working. Maybe I need to buy the course from her. Okay, that's interesting. So this is how you do things. And inside the lead magnet, as I said, you give the value. And yeah, that's it, guys. So I hope that it was really, really useful for you. And let me know in the comments. Don't forget to follow my channel for more marketing secrets and strategies. If you want to grow online, grow your socials, if you want to grow online business. And grab your lead magnets on the perfect structures of lead magnets below to learn how actually you can make this work, connecting to the right funnels. And if you want a personalized strategy for yourself, for your business, it's totally free with me or with my marketer. We have a big team of marketers who helped already more than 100 coaches to build their online presence and generated a lot of wealth. If you want to have a strategy from us, it's totally free. And you can grab a call and we will tell you later as well how we can guarantee you 30 clients in 30 weeks, of course, 30 high ticket clients, that you will have your stable income, stable clients flow, and you will be happy about that. So let me know below how you like this video and don't forget to sign up for the call. The link is below.